Reffos and Immigrants. My father was Russian. My father was Latvian, but he was born in Russia. My mother was German when she was born in Poland. I was born in Germany, and that makes me mongrel bred and Australian by choice. My dad was also a bit of a poet, and he'd try to find poetry books that would help him with his accent, so he could Australianise his accent. Let me tell you some little story about my dad. My dad, in lunchtimes, would go scouring bookstores quite slow and deliberately for books to clutch, and he'd frequently find, to enlighten his mind, books by Lawson, Banjo and such. Bringing home what he'd found, reaching us all spellbound, reading loud after we'd all been fed, he'd express with his face, hands all over the place, living into whatever he read. It seems funny somehow, looking back on it now, hearing banjo with accent, exotic. But we didn't know, and it was quite a show he presented to us, so hypnotic. On outer Barcoo, where churches are few and men of religion are scanty, on the road seldom crossed, except by folk that are lost, on Michael McGee has a shanty. On those stories we'd thrive, because they'd all come alive from the lips of that master, a gem. And that's how my dad, back when I was a lad, introduced me to banjo back then. For a bit of a perk, Dad would take me to work, as occasion would sometimes afford, and it was quite a treat for this young lad to eat in a pub with his dad for reward. Near Spencer Street Station, me on vacation, us two breasting the bar for a feed. Both our meals he would pick, in his accent, quite thick, and was proud of the transacted deed. Next to Dad, this bloke who, for a bit of a blue, made fun of Dad's lunchtime request. To his mates he did turn and proceeded to spurn with insults that were hard to digest. Dad just stood there a while. Then his face cracked a smile as he turned to this misguided gent, with no malice or fear, said with voice loud and clear, "I'm Australia, 100%. The bar silently stood, and in all likelihood dark and dire was probably our fate. But some laughed, some cheered. One bloke bought Dad a beer, and to Dad they said, "Good on you, mate." Well, my dad's now gone. As they say, life goes on. Yeah, I miss him, and often reflect on the choices he made and the way they cascade to us kids for a positive effect. Now, it's been my pleasure to enjoy the treasure of this country's expansive extent. So I seldom get sad, because, just like you, Dad, I'm Australian. 100%. Love you, Dad.